Would you like to start your business podcast? We are here to help. My name is Kevin Deveci. I am the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. When we started the American Business Podcast on February 28, 2025, we had only one mission in mind: to promote, support, and uplift American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the American business community. Within our first 6 months, we managed to pass 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and we received YouTube Silver Award. This is an important award. It shows our dedication to American business and to the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and American Business Podcast community. Now you can have your own branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast network. You can promote your company, your products, your services, and you'll have instant visibility in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and followers. You can promote your company, your products and services. You can educate and inspire businesses and individuals. More importantly, you can tell your story, your brand story. How did you get started? What makes you different? And how you are helping your customers and communities. As you know, in the American Business Podcast, I've been talking to more than 100 American businesses. Each business has a story that is inspiring and motivational. I know your business also has a great story which is motivational and inspiring. It is time for you to have your business podcast within the American Business Podcast network. We help you start your business podcast and we help you grow your business. This is a great opportunity for you to be visible in the marketplace in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers and subscribers. And this is a great opportunity for us to fulfill our mission to promote, support, and uplift American businesses. Please send us an email and let's get the conversation started. It is paas@americanpodcast.tv. Business podcasting as a service, powered by the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast is America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. My name is Kevin Deveci. I'm the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, working with you, and help you grow your business with your new business podcast. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome to the American Business Podcast. I'm Kevin Deveci, your host. I'm welcoming you, episode 72, season 3. And today's number is 456 billion. That is the total size of the US advertising market projected to be in 2025. This is $456 billion. It's a big market, it's an important market, an important industry for the economy. And today we'll be talking about advertising, industry, AI, technology, and we have a special guest today. We have Hikari Senju with us. He is the founder and CEO of Omneki Solutions Company. Let's invite Hikari to our virtual stage and let's get the conversation started.
Hello, thanks for having me, Kevin.
Hello, Hikari. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for being with us in your busy schedule. How are you? How is your week going so far?
It's going great.
Yes, Labor Day weekend is coming, so that's exciting. Any plans for the weekend?
I have a wedding. A good friend is getting married. So, but yeah, other than that, just work.
Okay, that's great. That's exciting. I know you have a great company. I had a chance to learn about your organization, and this is a great opportunity for our audience and for our listeners to learn more about you and about your organization as well. Well, as a start, would you please introduce yourself and your organization briefly to our audience and to our listeners?
Sure. So I'm the founder and CEO of Omniki. Omniki is a platform that generates and optimizes omnichannel ad campaigns.
Yeah, that's exciting, especially using AI and utilizing AI for the advertising activities is really fascinating. Hikari, can you tell us about your career path a little bit? How did you get started?
Yeah, absolutely. So I grew up in New York, in Westchester. Went to Harvard, studied computer science, focusing on machine learning. Was also taking a lot of AI coursework at MIT. I had gone into MIT and a big fan of that institution as well. Course 6. I graduated in 2015. In senior year of college, I was taking a lot of AI coursework at MIT, where I first saw the early Gen AI models. It was like early kind of precursor to GANs, and I got really blown away because my dad's a painter, and so the idea of an AI being creative and AI being artistic, of a robot generating art, I just thought was like the most coolest thing. And so I really got into Gen AI initially as just a massive fan of the technology, as like a technology nerd, and then I am an entrepreneurial person, and so I started 2 venture-backed companies in college. One was an education, it was a on-demand learning application, and tutoring application. And it was acquired by another company in the Bay Area, where I became the head of marketing. And so it was there running marketing combined with my passion in generative art that had this vision of an AI generating ads and optimizing ads autonomously, and delivering higher return on ad spend for our customers.
Yeah, this is really exciting, and I love that you are sharing your career journey with us, because we have a business-minded audience, listeners and viewers. I'm sure we are all learning from you. That's really inspiring. When you look at your day-to-day work, what are the exciting and challenging parts of your work on daily basis?
Well, I think it's just seeing the incredible advancements in terms of the underlying model capabilities to generate better quality creative, image generation, video generation, music, sound, making the images and videos match the sound, um, uh, and yeah, just like what was unimaginable, a couple months ago, being totally possible. Uh, I think it's like the capabilities of this technology is doubling every 6 months based on certain benchmarks, and so that's just an exciting wave to be riding, and that is by far the most exciting part of my day. Is just my initial original passion is, which is as a technologist and as a massive uh, yeah, it's just like a massive nerd for this technology. That's what got me started over a decade ago in this space. That's what got me started in the initial days of the company when we're bootstrapped. Just really my deep passion for the technology and just learning about technology. Like it continues to be the main driver for me today.
Well, so I know you're a technologist. You have deep experience in AI, and you are practicing it on daily basis in your business. What is the state of advertising industry based on your experience and your observation? And are there any industry challenges that we can share with our audience?
Well, I think the industry is in deep flux right now. And this was kind of the vision of the company as well, which was that historically the two things that advertising does, which is ad creation or creative and media buying, media planning and strategy, both those things are getting automated at an incredibly fast pace. Um, uh, and so, and so I think the advertising industry is trying to find new business models and find new areas of value that they can provide unique value regarding the relationships and the data that they have. And so I think a lot of ad agencies are really in the middle of pivoting and kind of rethinking their strategy. I'm sure that there will be ad agencies that um, make it to the other side, and then I'm sure just like any big disruption, there'll be some ad agencies that don't make it. But that is kind of the Darwinian world of business. So but yeah, I would say particularly the core two functions being creative and media buying, and both are being automated and significantly disrupted due to AI.
I love to discuss the impact of AI. What do you think about the AI's impact on business on business landscape in general?
Well, I think artificial intelligence, what I think is so um, well, I think there's two folds. I think there's the kind of the human aspect of it, which is that these neural networks are designed partly modeled after the human brain, right? And the idea that you have neural networks and you have activations of neural networks similar to kind of the synapses of the human brain. And so because of the way that these deep neural networks are architected, it can do a lot of the similar things and functions that a human does, especially when it comes to digital work. Um, making um, and so therefore a lot of jobs, I think, uh, are going to be disrupted and are currently getting disrupted due to AI. That said, I think at the same time, um, I think the way capitalism works and the way entrepreneurship works is that when there's more productivity, that creates new jobs. So yes, there'll be more cost savings and time savings in various um, departments in the business, like in advertising, which is what we're doing in advertising. All that excess capital will then be reinvested into the economy to create new jobs, to create new kinds of companies. So, if I'm a CEO of a company and I'm finding cost savings and time savings and efficiency gains in advertising, well, I'm going to reinvest those profits into new businesses, or pay the money back to my investors, and then my investors will reinvest into the economy, and that will create new jobs. And so, I think there is that there'll be short term. It's like short term pain, long term gain, as there's some disruption in terms of the labor economy in the short term just because of the automation, but then all that money will find itself back into the economy because fundamentally capitalism is about growth and finding the best investments for growth, and so that tends to create new jobs. And so I'm not too concerned with long term in terms of kind of the creation of jobs and value. But yeah, I mean, I think there will definitely be a short term dislocation.
I like to shift our conversation towards your role models and your mentors. Have you had any role models and or mentors who help shape your career path?
Well, I think definitely John Donovan, who led our seed round many years ago. Um, uh, uh, he's former CEO of AT&T. I speak with him almost every other week. He continues to be a person I go to for advice whenever there's a critical decision, whenever there's big decision to be made. I confide with him, um, and and he put a lot of trust in me as well a couple of years ago when he invested significant amounts of his own capital as well as that of his network into the company. And so like somebody who I really deeply respect, and yeah, a role model I look up to, and and somebody that I continue to and also, by the way, at every critical moment of the company, he had my back, and there's been numerous critical moments. So in the many years since 2018 that the company has been founded, and he's always had my back, and so somebody that I rely on and trust.
Yeah, this is exciting. And if there is one key career lesson that you learned the hard way that you can share with our audience and listeners, what would it be?
Well, I think it comes down to hiring, and you don't want to hire just based on resume. You want to hire the kind of young up and coming person who has a little bit to prove than somebody who kind of is resting on their laurels based on the resume. I've always found that just hiring based on credentials, you tend to get not great results. And so, yeah, like you don't want to, like, and I think also like previous job success does not necessarily predict future job success, because I think success is a function of the entire team working together. And so, if you take a person out of the context in which they're successful previously and you put them in a new context, then the question is, well, does like it's something that's hard to recreate that original magic. And so I much rather hire the energetic, high energy, curious, kind of person, the go-getter who has something to prove, that maybe is slightly kind of overlooked, and incorporate them into the team, than kind of the person that already has a lot of accolades and kind of is resting on their laurels.
Yeah, that's a great insight. Well, is there
But
a
that is
book?
by far one of the most important, like really, and one of the hardest things. People say hiring is like the hardest job, and it's precisely because of this, is creating and managing and orchestrating a team to win is like the hardest job of a CEO. And yeah, like and so as Jim Collins says, it's about finding the right people to put on the bus and then getting the right people in the right seats on the bus, and that is like definitely like something you learn through experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great insight. Is there a book, a show, a movie that help you shape your perspective or career over the years?
Well, I would say again, this actually is anything and everything by Jim Collins, like Good to Great.
Good to great. Yes, great book.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a great. Everything he writes is so on point. Clay Christensen, a lot of everything he's written, I've really loved. Um, um, and yeah, and so those two I think are just great authors, business authors. I mean, there's a lot of kind of business books out there, but when it comes to like really, quality advice, I think those two in particular are really great. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really amazing. And sometimes these type of books you read again and again and again, and
Yeah.
you still learn something. That's amazing. I'm sure you
Well,
experience the same. Yes.
I mean, I think the reason why I love reading so many books, and I spend I spend a lot of time every week reading books, and I commute to the office. I live in San Francisco, but our office is in Sunnyvale, and I listen to audiobooks as well as chat with various apps, etc. Kind of fleshing through my thinking, as well as just take business calls. But um, what I find what's great about books is that a lot of the good ideas, especially if you read high quality books, tend to get repeated in different ways, and that strengthens that association of those ideas. Like, oh, I've seen now, this idea being repeated multiple times by multiple good sources. This is probably something that like reinforcing myself in terms of a good way of making business decisions or kind of learning about. Um, and so that reinforcement of those key business lessons from different perspectives by reading a breadth of stuff, I find to be helpful. And so therefore, I think there's definitely something to be said about rereading books, but I also think there is something to be said about reading a breadth of books in a diversity of things and getting a diversity of opinions, because the good ideas tend to repeat in rhyme in different ways across these stories, and that then reinforces in your brain like those important lessons.
If you have a chance to go back history, personally or historically, in what time period would you like to go back and why?
Well, gosh, I mean, I think the turn of the century in the 19th century, like kind of the Industrial Revolution, particularly in the United States. I come from, I live in San Francisco, which is,
Mhm.
got its first boom through like the railroad and the gold rush uh, boom, like in the late 1800s. In fact, a lot of the streets are still named after those titans of that era, and I just find that kind of fin de siècle kind of uh, you know kind of no bar, like just kind of capitalistic kind of boom period to be very fascinating. But ultimately, though, like you can't beat this current moment in time and this current location. Silicon Valley in 2025, I think, is the most exciting place to be. And I wouldn't switch my current being here at this current time over any other place.
Yeah, this is fascinating. How do you stay motivated and inspired at work?
Well, I think just talking to customers, I think is by far the most motivating, as because you're seeing the impact that you're having on these entrepreneurs who are starting their businesses that are just getting started with ads. That's our mission, is to democratize growth and to empower businesses of all sizes to scale. Yeah, like whether it's sales conversations or customer service, like customer conversations with and getting feedback from existing customers. Um, and just seeing the data as well, the usage of the apps across all our different industries and kind of locations we operate in is very motivating. And so just seeing the users, seeing the customers, talking with them, seeing the data, seeing the analytics, that is continues to be motivating, and I think it's continues to be motivating for the team.
Absolutely. Do you have any career advice for the next generation, those who are just entering into the job market? How can they prepare themselves?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting. I would definitely suggest, it's quite. I mean, I would definitely suggest getting work experience early, and so this applies, to especially perhaps some of your younger listeners. But I think we used to have trade schools and trade professions, and people used to just join a company or start a company very early in their teens. And I think, like people who just do something from a younger age tend to be better at it. And so I would suggest just getting that work experience as soon as you can in your career, and early as and I'm saying this as somebody who went to university, but potentially um, that real hands-on job experience, nothing can really beat that. Um, and so just and so then again, then kind of extrapolating that to more kind of general audience, therefore, is get expertise and experience in the areas that you want to like do. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, then I think nothing beats the experience of starting a company, and getting those lessons and getting those learnings, then improving based on that. If you want to be a machine learning scientist, nothing beats doing the research and reading the papers and contributing to the open source community and emailing scientists uh, and just following, and moving to places like Silicon Valley, going to the networking events, talking to other scientists and researchers, and just being becoming just deep in the space. I think just becoming an expert in the areas that you're passionate about that have high value as soon as you can in your career is I think the biggest ROI use of one's time.
For those who like to continue this conversation, who like to learn more about your company, what is the best way to get this conversation continuing?
Absolutely. So you can sign up at omnikey.com. We do a 7-day free trial. And then it starts at just $99 per month. You can follow us on LinkedIn and X and Instagram and Facebook. You can join our Reddit community. And then you can email me at hi@omnikey.com, as well as email our support at omnikey.com if you have any questions regarding the platform and tool.
That's great. Thank you so much. Hikari, thank you so much for being with us in your busy schedule, and thank you for sharing your professional wisdom and insight.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's a pleasure, and I wish you a happy Labor Day weekend.
Happy Labor Day, Kevin.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Bye now. Thank you. Well, to our listeners and to our audience, there was another great The American Business Podcast interview. We were with Hikari Senju from Omniki. He is the CEO and founder of the organization. And we had a great conversation about AI, advertising, as well as career journey that he had. That was a great conversation. As I always say, in each The American Business Podcast episode, you learn something new. And we deliver these with the help of experts, business leaders, just like Hikari. So that was a great conversation. I hope you like it and enjoy it. Well, would you like to be a guest in our business podcast? Please send us an email, americanbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. We welcome inquiries to be a guest speaker, and our doors are open for professionals from different industries. Today, we would like to talk about public relations in the previous episodes, and also we talk about advertising industry with Hikari Senju, and also we talk about AI. And Hikari also shared his insights with us. That was really educational and insightful for us. Also, if you have any feedback that you'd like to share with us, you can also send us an email, americanbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. In recent weeks, probably you noticed we start to get more sponsors and advertisers, and we welcome sponsors and advertisers. So the American Business Podcast, we have a growing business community, and our community is business-minded. We have right now more than 100,000 YouTube subscribers. So if you like to be in touch with us and make an inquiry for sponsoring and advertising, please send us an email, americanbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. Also, you can visit our website, americanpodcast.tv. We update our website weekly. When you visit the website, you'll see our coming schedule, who is coming and what type of subjects we will be talking about. In addition, you'll also learn more about our team, the American Business Podcast, and what are our next plans. We have a great pipeline of guests. We are very excited, we are humbled, and we are also very motivated for these interests and support from you, also from the business community. So we'll keep it going. Please remember, this is our season 3 now. This is the important point. We are having more seasons pretty quickly. That's a great sign because we keep making, producing, and delivering new educational, informative business podcasts. As you know, we got the YouTube Silver Award a couple of weeks ago. Thank you for your support. Right now, we have more than 120,000 YouTube subscribers. If you haven't done so, please go to our YouTube channel. I have the QR code right here. If you scan this, it'll take you to our YouTube channel. You can be a subscriber. We'll appreciate it. Please subscribe. If you are feeling generous, also please share your thoughts about AI, about your career path. Also, should AI be regulated? We had great subjects, and we talk about this in different podcasts of ours in the American Business Podcast. Please, in the YouTube chat box, share your thoughts, put your comments, and get involved and be part of this business community. All right, what else is happening? We have new sponsors, Ms. Excel. If you like to learn about Excel and Microsoft-based software systems in a fun and enjoyable way, consider Ms. Excel. I have the QR code on the screen. If you scan this QR code, it'll take you to their website. You can learn about Ms. Excel, their course offerings, as well as other activities that they provide in addition to the Excel. They also teach other software systems as well that you can see the list on their website. We also have a discount code ABP 2025. Before you check out, please make sure to use the discount code so you can get the discount when you are checking out. I have the QR code on the screen if you like to consider it. If you are in the market for SAP or Oracle NetSuite ERP software systems, consider iTech Consulting Inc. iTech is specialized in SAP and Oracle ERP software systems. They do installation, implementation, configuration, and support for these ERP software systems. They have their own team. It's a reliable company that you can start the conversation about ERP implementation if you're in the market for ERP software implementation. I have their QR code on the screen. You can scan this QR code and it'll take you to their website and you can be in touch with them. Also, when you get in touch with them, please tell them that you learn about them from the American Business Podcast. Last week, we delivered the Connection America Business Alliance monthly online networking event. That was a great event. We had great outcome, and we also received your feedback as well. So based on this feedback and the interest, we'll keep going and organizing this monthly online business networking event. You can also join. You can scan this QR code and sign up for the networking event that you can join us on the American Business Podcast. You can introduce yourself, your company, your products and services, as well as your offering. And also you can network with other professionals as well who are joining. In addition, you'll be in front of the American Business Podcast viewers and listeners. That's a great opportunity for networking. The next one is scheduled for September 19. And when you scan this QR code, you'll see it on the screen and you can sign up. I hope you can join us. We also have the American Business Podcast membership program we just launched. If you like to support us, we'll truly appreciate it. And if you scan this QR code, it'll take you to our membership page. We have different membership programs available. We welcome any type of membership that you pick. And each membership comes with a list of benefits. As a thank you, we like to also make sure that you enjoy the membership of the American Business Podcast. And when you go to our membership page, when you scan this QR code, you'll see each membership type as well as the list of benefits that you can enjoy. And we'll truly appreciate your support in that sense. That's it for today. I'd like to thank you for your time and thank you for your interest. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next The American Business Podcast episodes. The American Business Podcast is the voice of American business. Thank you very much, and I wish you a happy Labor Day weekend. Thank you. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit for Business. Reddit has more than 400 million weekly visitors. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable. Reddit is the number one source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on. When you spend $500, you'll get $500 in ad credit from Reddit. True story. I am a Reddit user. Anytime I need feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit. I get the real answers, real feedback from real people, from Reddit communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising for your business. Get the visibility for your company, your products, and services. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Would you like to start your business podcast? We are here to help. My name is Kevin Deveci. I am the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. When we started the American Business Podcast on February 28, 2025, we had only one mission in mind: to promote, support, and uplift American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the American business community. Within our first 6 months, we managed to pass 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and we received YouTube Silver Award. This is an important award. It shows our dedication to American business and to the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and American Business Podcast community. Now you can have your own branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast network. You can promote your company, your products, your services, and you'll have instant visibility in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and followers. You can promote your company, your products and services. You can educate and inspire businesses and individuals. More importantly, you can tell your story, your brand story. How did you get started? What makes you different? And how you are helping your customers and communities. As you know, in the American Business Podcast, I've been talking to more than 100 American businesses. Each business has a story that is inspiring and motivational. I know your business also has a great story which is motivational and inspiring. It is time for you to have your business podcast within the American Business Podcast network. We help you start your business podcast and we help you grow your business. This is a great opportunity for you to be visible in the marketplace in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers and subscribers. And this is a great opportunity for us to fulfill our mission to promote, support, and uplift American businesses. Please send us an email and let's get the conversation started. It is paas@americanpodcast.tv. Business podcasting as a service, powered by the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast is America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. My name is Kevin Deveci. I'm the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, working with you, and help you grow your business with your new business podcast. Thank you very much. Support for the show comes from Yelp. You know, I've been talking to more than 100 business owners in the American Business Podcast. Do you know the biggest problem for small businesses nowadays? It is visibility. That is why you should sign up and list your business on Yelp for Business. I have the QR code on the screen, and when you scan the QR code, the form will show up on your screen and you can sign up on the registration form. It comes with free trial with no obligation. Make it easy for your customers to find you. Do you know there are more than 70 million customers visiting Yelp website looking for services from businesses just like yours? Restaurants, home services, professional services, and many other businesses are being searched on Yelp on daily basis. That's a great opportunity. If you list your business on Yelp, you'll be findable, searchable, and you'll be visible. When you are visible, when your customers are able to find you, you're in business. You can get opportunities, you can get leads, you can build a healthy and profitable pipeline. Consider Yelp for Business. Scan the QR code, sign up, and start your free trial. It comes with free trial. Very comfortable, no obligation. List your business and start getting the results and enjoy the benefits of Yelp Business. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kirk Consulting, now Cherry Baker. It is time to digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps designed for small and mid-sized companies as well as enterprise-level companies to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Today, I'd like to talk about one of the Anywhere apps that's very popular in the US. It is called Nonprofit Management Anywhere. If you are a nonprofit and you like to manage your donations, volunteers, fundraising events, your grants, and other documents for compliance and operational purposes, consider Nonprofit Management Anywhere. It is a completely cloud service. You can start using it today with no need for local installation on your server or on your local laptop and computers. It is user-friendly and it's easy to deploy, and you can start using it today. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about Anywhere apps, including Nonprofit Management Anywhere. Well, there is more. If you'd like to talk to me directly about Anywhere apps, you can just send me an email directly, kevin@kirkconsulting.com. Anywhere apps are modern, they are easy to use, they are affordable, practical, and more importantly, that's designed for you to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Scan the QR code or just send me a direct email, kevin@kirkconsulting.com. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Office Virtual Offices. Office is offering you more than 600 different locations in the US. It is $99 a month. This includes prestigious business address, professional live call answering, personalized call transferring, business phone number, local phone number, professional mail services, voicemail converted to email. I have the QR code on the screen. You can sign up for Office today. Office is offering you hundreds of locations in the US that you can pick, any of them that you like, and you can start having your virtual office today. Please scan the QR code and start using Office Virtual Offices today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Just Answer. Real help from real experts 24/7. Experts such as lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, computer technicians, home improvement experts, mechanics, personal tax experts, computer technicians, and many other experts are available for you 24/7 on Just Answer. You'll get your answers anytime, during the day, during the night, 24/7, and you'll get your answers from reliable sources. You can scan the QR code on the screen and you can sign up for Just Answer. The answers you need at a price that is right. Scan the QR code and sign up for Just Answer today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Brother. From large companies to small offices, Brother has powerful printers and all-in-ones for your growing business. Scan the QR code and find the best printers for your needs. When you scan the QR code, you can see the entire collection, business office equipment collection of Brother USA, and pick the one that you like. You'll find printers, labels, toners, all-in-ones, and other office equipment available on Brother website when you scan the QR code. Scan the QR code and start shopping for Brother office equipment today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Invicta watches. Invicta watches are known for their stylish design for men, women, as well as for unisex watches. When you scan the QR code on the screen, it will take to their online store and you can start shopping right away. When you go to the Invicta store website, you'll see watches in different collections for men, for women, different colors, different designs, as well as different sizes. There are hundreds of watches that you can see and you can pick from. Because it's end of the year, you'll also enjoy the benefits of their end of the year promotions and discounts. True story, I am an Invicta fan. I've been using Invicta for many years. I have more than 10 Invicta watches in my wardrobe. This is one of them that I like. The style is pretty cool. I use these pretty much weekly basis. I have another one that I use on my wrist. This one is pretty cool. This one is called Shutter. I can change the face just by turning the buttons, and I can have different style of watches pretty much every day. Because it's pretty business looking, I can actually wear this with my business outfit as well. Please scan the QR code and start shopping today. I'm sure you'll like Invicta watches. They have great styles and different colors as well as different technologies such as quartz, mechanical, automatic, and other watches are also available for your liking and for your choice. Please scan the QR code and start shopping today. Thank you very much for your support. It is time to sign up for the online monthly networking event. Networking and podcasting together. It is called Connection America Business Alliance, partnered and powered by the American Business Podcast. During this unique business networking event, you'll be able to meet with other business professionals. At the same time, you will be in the American Business Podcast in front of thousands of business-minded YouTube subscribers, viewers, and listeners of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. Connection America online monthly networking events are interactive. You'll be able to meet with other seasoned business professionals, and at the same time, you'll be able to interact with viewers and audience. That's a unique event. It is because it's podcasting plus networking. If you are in business, you should be networking. And if you're not networking, you are losing business every single day. That is why we created online monthly networking event called Connection America Business Alliance, CABA in short. Scan this QR code and sign up today. When you scan the QR code, you'll see the list of coming monthly online networking events. Pick the one that works for you and sign up. We have limited seating, and today is a great day to sign up for online business networking event. Networking plus podcasting. That is a unique online business networking opportunity. You can introduce yourself, your products and services, and you'll be able to network with other business professionals live on the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up today. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you for your support.